Hello everyone, this is Asma. I want to talk about how I have been feeling lately. I was just feeling really bad and anxious, and I have been having palpitations really badly. I feel so stuck in life, and I couldn't even understand what's happening with me all along, and it was just draining my energy. I was binge eating, and I had no motivation for doing yoga or exercise. I feel like everything has come to end and I have no purpose in life. I have nowhere to go. Actually, I have a really creative energy which doesn't have any outlet, and this energy has been so stuck that I felt so depressed in myself. I don't know how to bring out this energy, this creative energy into the world, and I had no purpose in life. I was studying, but this was just taking in the energy, but there was no expression of energy. And I was feeling so lethargic and so tired. I was just sleeping all day. And I felt really horrible about myself. Partly because I have some kind of childhood traumas which have impacted in this. Like when someone comments about my looks or my weight. All this has led me to thinking that I'm nothing, or maybe I'm not good enough in somewhere, and I was trying to cope up with this, and it really had impacted my mental health a lot. I haven't been cared in my childhood by my mom, or people have compared me to my mom about my skin color. I was never enough for them, even though I have been working really hard in my childhood to get validation. I never got that validation, and somehow it has impacted my mental health and created that childhood trauma inside of me. Due to that, I have been into thinking as if like getting in a relationship, finding a partner who will care for me, who will take care of me, and will not hurt me and be loyal to me, trust me. And I was just uh, living in a fantasy world where I was dreaming about a prince who will come and rescue me. I have developed that kind of childhood trauma inside of me, and I wouldn't allow anybody who's below my values. Like, I have put some bare minimum values like loyalty, trust, honesty, and respect, which I would think that everyone would be able to fulfill it. But whoever I try to get in a relationship, they were not able to fulfill those things, and I would just cut them off, hoping to find a good person next time, but it never happened. And finally, I've come to realize that I'm the person who I'm searching for. It's all because of my childhood trauma and my insecurities that I have attracted those kind of people in my life, and it has nothing to do with me. And people's validation doesn't necessarily mean that you're not worthy. And if even if people don't appreciate you or think you're not worthy enough, it's their point of view. And dad, he passed away in COVID, and that also has impacted me a lot. Since then, I have not been able to mingle with people. Even since childhood, I was not really in big circles or group of friends. I have always been single, and I would just have one or two friends with me whom with whom I used to get along. But after my dad's death, I felt really alone and lonely, and I couldn't get anyone close to me, nor I would get close to anybody. I would simply isolate myself, and I feel really socially awkward in those social settings. Even in class, I would not talk to anybody, and all this has led me to thinking like I'm not good enough, but it's not true. These all things just doesn't define me, and I just kept thinking like maybe because of my looks, and I just went away and did exercises, corrected my posture, corrected my walking style, corrected my talking style. Everything I've changed. I've changed my looks, I've changed my facial appearance and everything. I worked on myself and became the most prettiest girl I could ever think of. But somehow there was a part of me which was still that unworthy, I'm not good enough kind of part has still been in me, even though people would call me beautiful or pretty, or that attention has actually led me to a more bad person than I could ever been. I just found myself seeking that attention from people, but I just couldn't understand what I'm running after. I was just running after something which I don't even know myself. I was seeking that attention and validation from others. I was seeking that approval from others. And all this has led me somewhere to not believe in myself, in what I am, and that I don't need any external validation, that I'm good enough in my own way. All these words have never resonated with me. I completely isolated myself, and I felt really horrible. I felt really anxious, and I had really bad palpitations, and everything was really bad state. I went into a really bad state, but this doesn't stop me because now I understand that I'm worthy enough on my own, and I don't need any external validation to make myself good. I'm enough just as I am. And to realize this, I think this is the beautiful journey where you have been completely untrue to yourself, to completely becoming a person who is entirely different. Since my childhood, I was really protected, and I've been in a really small surrounding, and I don't know much about the world. I've never stepped out of the world to explore or to do anything. I was in a very protected environment, and I never knew people, and I was happy because I had a kind of respect and dignity in society, and I always used to be so religious and coward, and everything was so perfect until my intermediate, where I fell in love, and somewhere I felt like I'm going out of my religious way because I'm loving the opposite gender. And I started taking care of my appearance and my health, mostly about my appearance because I wanted to look slim and fair complexion, and I have applied all kinds of ointments, and I have damaged my skin further, and I had really bad acne after that. I have used AHS, BHS, niacinamide, and all these kind of serums have still made my skin worse. I really had a bad acne. I had bad acne, which I am still healing right now. Insecurity about my looks. I decided to quit the social media and everything, every source, so that I can completely focus on myself and take care of myself. And this time, I don't allow anything that doesn't serve me or anything that doesn't resonate with my values. I'm just done with the bullshit that's happened to me, and I'm never gonna let this happen to me ever again. Thank you for listening to this, and I hope this video really helps to people who are going through a hard time dealing with a breakup. Thank you. Bye bye.